Yes, people. My voice is gone. My voice is gone. But Spurs have blammed the living daylights out of Man United. Blammed them. Yeah? Blammed them. I heard Saeed tell me they were going to win today. I heard Lee tweeting about how they were going to batter us. I heard so many different things. Yeah? But my team and Ange Postecoglou, these man did me proud today, bro. They did all Spurs fans proud today, bro. Fantastic performance. And I know what's going to happen. People are going to say, oh no, but they were down to 10 men. We should have been about 2 or 3-0 up before the red card. We completely dominated that entire first half. I recount one moment in the first half, and that was from Xerxes, and a chance that he probably should do better in. But bro, nobody is taking away our joy in this performance. The last time we hammered them and they were down to 10 men, there were no fans. There were no fans. They said, oh, it didn't count. Well, how about today? How about that? How about today? Does it count now? Is it enough? Is it enough? Yeah? The only blemish on today's performance was the fact that we didn't make it 5 or 6 or 7. We didn't embarrass Man United to the extent on the scoreline that we did in the game over 90 minutes. Because we created the chances. Lord knows we created the chances. I was saying this on the Big Six watch along. There was like 9 big chances. 9 big chances, an XG of 4.67, bro. We destroyed them. We blammed them out of their socks. At half time, we had an XG of 2. We had 14 attempts at their ground to their 3. They're meant to be the home side. They're meant to be the home side. And they were blammed. Maddison, Werner, Solanke, Kulu, Johnson hitting the post. I'm not even counting the goals. We destroyed them. We destroyed them. And I don't care. Yes, Man United are not a good side. I tweeted that. And I stand 10 toes down on that. Win, lose or draw. They're not a good side. And if we have our finishing boots, that's what I said. If we have our finishing boots on, it's a long day for Man United. And we didn't even have our finishing boots on. And we still bopped them, slapped them up, destroyed them. Listen, after this, I'm tucking into Saeed's post-match reaction, right? And no doubt he's going to talk about how bad Man United were. But this is a Tottenham channel primarily. And I'm going to tell you how good Tottenham were, because we were bloody good today. And we were good against Leicester, deserved to win, we didn't win. We were good against Newcastle, deserved to win, we didn't win. For issues that we caused, whether it's players doing dumb things, not taking our chances, giving away cheap goals, manager not tweaking things. Today, everything was spot on. Everything apart from Timo Werner starting, that is. So, but I'll get onto that in a second. But I want to talk about how good our players were today, because we scored in the 3rd minute. And I watched that FC Twente game, and I was saying to Saeed on the big, I said, bro, the ease in which players just run through Man United's team is scary. And Mickey van der Ven, whilst it is easy to dribble through Man United's team, Van der Ven wins the ball in his own half and then drives through Man United's team. Sees the space, attacks the space. Mazraoui, get out of the way. De Ligt, get out of the way. Ugarte, get out of the way. No one could keep up with this guy. And he not only blams them with his pace and cuts through their team like a knife through butter, he plays the inch-perfect cross, begging for Brennan Johnson to just tap it in. It's the easiest goal Brennan Johnson will score this season because Van der Ven has done all the work. Fantastic, fantastic bit of play from a quality centre-back. Yes, a quality centre-back. I got laughed at by certain people when I said, this guy's better than Lisandro. He is. Same for Romero, who had a strong game today. Pocketed Man United. Pocketed Man United. Porro, strong game today. But Mickey van der Ven, the toast of the town in the defence. He's just a quality player. That deal, I was hearing talk of Mickey can't defend. Those are the names I was hearing when we signed him. Oh, that's going to be a wicked slander name. How many times have people had to use that slander name? How many times? This is what it looks like. He is a phenomenal player. Phenomenal athlete. In fact, sorry, he's a phenomenal athlete and he's a quality defender, right? His defensive actions are clean, secure. He very rarely drops clangers. Very rarely makes mistakes. And on the ball, he's comfy. The guy gives me Jan Vertonghen vibes. And that is the highest praise I can give to him. He gives me Jan Vertonghen vibes. He's so good. But there's so many other players that I can praise today. Brennan Johnson, I thought he was good today. I spoke on the importance of him keeping the hot hand going. And today, 4 in 4 now. His best run of form in a Premier League campaign. Today, big up to you. This is what it means, bro. These types of performances will make me happy. Be decisive in the final third. Today, obviously it's an easy chance, but he scored it. The next passenger play when he got the ball, unlucky. Good effort. Good effort. Smashes the post, unlucky. Put in some good balls there and got the assist as well. You know what, Brennan Johnson, salute to you. Because this is the type of performance we're asking for. Right? Of course, it helps that he's played closer to goal. He needs to be receiving the ball closer to goal. And the plays in front of him. And of course, Man United, they're going to give us space. Dalot, another one who people are gassing, gave him... Where was he for the goal? Where was he for the goal? But anyway, Brennan Johnson, he played well today. And you deserve praise. You played well, and most importantly, even if you didn't play well, you made your moment in a big game. Decisiveness, that's what we want from our attack, decisive. And even then, we missed so many chances, but I'm happy with him individually. He scored his goal, he got his assist, he contributed to Spurs scoring 2 goals today, and that's what I want. In a game of this magnitude, that's what I want, our attackers to settle the difference. Yeah? He was good today. Solanke, I thought he worked hard. Really good touches off the ball, on the ball, bullying some of their defenders. The guy works so hard. And I'm so happy he scored. It's mad. Solanke scored. He scored a goal that is such an instinctive goal for a guy who is hungry for goals, if that makes sense. Like, he's a poacher. Like, he's poached. The goals he scored for Tottenham, they're poacher goals. They're the goals of a forward who's always sniffing for goals, right? He's hungry. He's always active, trying to see what he can actually like what he can engineer. And I want to see those type of goals for Tottenham, but I also want to see him score goals like the chance he had towards the end, where he's clean through on goal. I want to see him bury those goals, because that one he should be scoring. And that's where I think there needs to be a bit more killer instinct in those moments. However, good game today. Yeah? I'm not going to talk on Werner just yet because I want to get the positives out the way. I thought Bentancur, another player who's come under heavy criticism from me, and rightly so, because I don't think he's been good enough. Today, he was fantastic. 11v11, 10v11, he was fantastic. Covered every single blade of grass. Stopped so many counter-attacking opportunities for United, won the ball back countless times, progressed the ball well, sharp, kept play moving, fluid. We dominated that midfield in the first half. Mainu, Ugarte, they couldn't get near. Bentancur, fantastic. Maddison, they told me he doesn't turn up in big games. But what was today? That was a good game from James Maddison. Was one of our best players in the first half. Second half petered a little bit, but that was a good game from Maddison today. But they told me he doesn't turn up in big games, apparently. Well, that's a big game. Tick, there's one. To add to the list, Liverpool last season, Man United at home last season, Aston Villa away, Arsenal away, but he doesn't turn up in big games. All right. I like that from our players. Your Johnsons, your Maddisons, your Bentancurs. Whether it's criticism from me, from other fans, from the manager, from whoever. Do your talking on the pitch. And that's what them man did today. So big up Bentancur, Maddison. I thought they were wicked today. But for me, it was close between Bentancur. It was close between for me, I think my top 3 performers for Spurs today. Van der Ven is in the top 3. Bentancur's in the top 3. But for me, my man of the match today is Dejan Kulusevski. Fantastic performance today. He should have had 2 or 3 assists today, to be honest. He created so many openings, so many opportunities. A man didn't eat. Werner didn't eat. Maddison didn't eat. Johnson, unlucky, hit the post. Man ain't eating. But that didn't deter him, and I'm so happy he got his goal. First Premier League goal of the season as well. Fantastic performance. The guy just works his socks off, and he just ran through that midfield today. Like, that's what you want against a team like Man United, who are going to play such a disjointed midfield shape. You want players like Kulusevski who can just destabilise, and he was just excellent. They couldn't live with him. Get off me, Ugarte. Get off me, Dalot. Get off me, Mainu. Just running through them, creating chances, and took his goal well. Fantastic performance, and my man of the match. Big up to him, bro. Big up to him. Honestly, superb performance from Kulusevski today. That is what it looks like. That's what we want to see from Kulusevski. Not just in the big game, but in the smaller games as well. That's what we want to see from Kulusevski. Right? Making the right decisions in the final third. And just dominating games for Tottenham. And he was wicked today, bro. Big up to him. Now, my last and final point for this review. Timo Werner. That ain't what it looked like. That is not what it looks like. Now, this is the problem with Werner. He does some good things in games. Like in the first half, some nice touches. He's working hard. He's stretching the game. But Timo Werner just isn't at the level. He just isn't at the level. His decisiveness in the final third is in the pits of hell. He should have had 2 goals today. He should have had a couple of assists. But the final pass is poor. The final shot is poor. No conviction when he goes through on goal. People call it a witch hunt. They'll say, oh, Tobs, you're being critical. You're looking for a scapegoat. There's no scapegoating. It was right there on the jumbo screen. It was there in HD, 4K even. It's there on the jumbo screen. This guy is not going to be the difference for Tottenham. He's proven that. He's shown you who he is. And I want Ange Postecoglou, if there's one blemish, it's relying on him. And that's not just on him, that's on the club. For relying or putting managers or putting us in a situation where we have to be reliant on players like Werner, bro. We need to rectify that in January, and we need to rectify that in the summer. We cannot, as a principle, be lining up against strong opposition, if you want to call Man United that, and you're relying on Timo Werner. Sorry, that's messy as hell. And he, no doubt, was a big reason why that scoreline is 3-0. That should have been 5, 6, 7-0 today. But he's one of the biggest reasons why that scoreline is 3-0. So if you want to think this is witch hunting, etc., I don't care. I watched the game in 90 minutes. The guy is so poor. Anyway, back to reality. Ange Postecoglou, thank you. I've seen the tweak. Brentford and Brentford in this game. I'm seeing Brennan Johnson closer to goal. I'm seeing our fullback, Destiny, constantly overlapping on the left-hand side, stretching the game. I'm seeing that our variety of attack is somewhat changed the last 2 games. And it's a big component in why Maddison is getting more space, why Spurs are able to destabilise these teams that set up in a deep block. Obviously, Man United today wasn't a deep block. They're just a mess. So, Ange, big up to you. Because when it's time to criticise, we can be critical of Ange, and rightly so. Today, he deserves praise because he's coached a fantastic performance today. He deserves praise. And that result and that performance is that... Oh, I'm losing my words, sorry. That performance today is quite clearly the positives of Ange Ball. When people talk about Ange Ball, what is Ange Ball? That's when Ange Ball is right. Now, it's not perfect. He still has some kinks, some improvements, some gaps. But I don't understand when people tell me, yo, what is Ange Ball? What is his identity? It's there to see. There's so many positives to the way the manager plays. There just needs to be some tweaks. But today, Ange, you deserve that. The fans, the travelling fans, fantastic. Even though I didn't hear them, but I know that they would have been good. Yeah, man, I'm happy with this result. I'm delighted with this result, in fact. And Man United, listen, Man United were atrocious. Man United were absolutely atrocious. Ten Hag, I said it midweek, this is not a good footballing side. They're a terrible side. They don't attack well, even though they've got better personnel. They don't defend well, even though they've improved on their personnel from last season, right? They don't control games, even though they've improved on their personnel in the midfield from last season. They are a terrible, terrible side relative to where they should be. Relative to where the biggest club in England should be, they are terrible. They are terrible. And Spurs dominated this game, maybe not to the extent that we did last year, but we dominated this game last year. But we didn't have Son, we didn't have Madison, we didn't have Kulusevski, we didn't have, we had Van de Ven only just returning from injury. We didn't have Solanke, we didn't have Basuma available, we didn't have Sarr available, we didn't have any of these players, and we dominated them. Saeed, you are getting it. Ugh. Saeed, you're getting it on Monday. You're getting it. Speak soon.